Today we present how to detect if the failure of an air conditioner or refrigerator is lack of refrigerant or, alternatively, if the problem is an obstructed capillary tube. Let's start by saying that two common problems in refrigeration equipment are the lack of refrigerant and also an obstructed capillary. Sometimes, these problems can be difficult to differentiate because the symptoms may appear similar. Therefore, we will explain the distinctive symptoms of each issue below. 1. To confirm the lack of refrigerant, the following three symptoms must be met. A common symptom of the lack of refrigerant in refrigeration equipment is a lower than normal refrigerant pressure on both the high and low sides. This symptom can be measured with a manometer with the equipment turned on. The pressure will be low, depending on the degree of leakage. B. In addition, another indicator of a lack of refrigerant in the equipment is that the compressor's amperage should be lower than normal since the system, with less refrigerant, requires less electrical energy due to compressing less gas. C. By verifying the mandatory presence of the two previous symptoms, observe the capillary tube with the equipment turned on. A dry and warm capillary is a sign of a healthy capillary and a confirmation of a lack of refrigerant. 2. To confirm the presence of an obstructed capillary, the following symptoms must be met without fail. A. When a capillary is obstructed, the refrigerant accumulates in the condenser. The low side pressure will decrease over time because there is no longer any refrigerant to compress, as all the refrigerant is accumulated in the condenser. The high side pressure in the condenser will drop as the gas condenses and becomes a liquid. B. The lack of gas in the compressor's suction makes the equipment consume less amperage. In this case, you may notice that the evaporator's refrigerant pressure will start to decrease, and the amperage will be below normal. C. Remember that a dry and warm capillary is a good indication that it is not obstructed. But if the capillary is wet or cold, especially towards the end of the capillary length, it is a sign of obstruction. D. Some air conditioning systems have more than one capillary. If one capillary is obstructed, you will notice that it is wet or cold, while the other capillaries will be at normal temperature. This indicates an obstruction in the problematic capillary.